is when you do energy exchange, okay, any type of energy exchange, you produce good karma. Okay, you generate some very positive vibration, but that energy is going around in the universe floating, and you have this special tool of directing that energy to a certain thing that you want. It's called decreeing after tithing. So what I want all of y'all to do is, because y'all have done such a wonderful thing as in donating to a foundation. Another thing I want to tell you, Sulochana Vision Foundation is Sulochana was the name of my mother-in-law. She passed away at the age of 50. I could just spend 2 years of my time with her after marriage. And this foundation is based on, it's on her name. So Sulochana Vision Foundation is basically for my mother-in-law who passed away at the age of 50, and I'm a bit emotional about that. And she used to take me to a lot of satsangs. I used to go to a lot of satsangs, and maybe my journey started from there on, though I did not know it, but maybe that seed was sown right there. And I picked it up later, maybe after 20 years. So that is the reason you all are donating to Sulochana Vision Foundation. And so first I want you all to decree this energy that each and every one of you has generated by donating, okay, by doing a good karma. So what I'm trying to tell you is, dil khol ke do. You have to give donations, you have to do charity, you have to do all these kinds of things, because energy cannot be stagnant. Always think of money as energy. Okay, so there has to be a movement, there has to be a fluidity. So this is one very simple, sure shot way of opening the blocks. In fact, somebody tells me that I'm having a lot of money problems. You know what I tell them? Dan karo, paisa bato. They're saying, you're crazy. How can you do that? I'm telling you, I have an issue. I said, thoda karo. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but open that block, open that mindset, open that clock that you're having. Okay, so it can be a very small amount, but that one very, very simple way is that of, just decreeing. So I want to share this prayer with you all, which all of us will do together before we start. You all can see this, right? Those who have done pranic healing or any kind of energy healing classes, otherwise also you all must be knowing this. So I want all of you all to sit down calmly, take a deep breath. Please take your time, just sit down, take a deep breath, center yourself, please. Don't get distracted, just center yourself and say that I decree that the good karma generated by that donation, I decree that the good karma generated will come back to me and my family many, many times, spiritually, materially, and financially, and will be used to neutralize my negative karma with thanks and in full faith. I'll repeat once more. I decree that the good karma done by this donation, the good karma generated, will come back to me and my family many, many times, spiritually, materially, financially, and will be used to neutralize my negative karma with thanks and in full faith. So whatever slides I'm showing y'all, I'm going to share in the group, okay? So that y'all can store it, y'all can keep it, and y'all can use it. So from now on, whenever you're doing any kind of donation, remember you're not doing the other person a favor. You are doing yourself a favor. Always remember that you are, jo aadmi leta hai na, jo deta hai, or jo receive kar raha hai, you're lucky that there is somebody who is receiving. You don't find opportunities, you don't find the right people, in fact, so always when you're donating, remember that you need to decree that the good karma helps you financially, spiritually, emotionally, in every way possible. One more layer is there. You can also do one thing. Supposing you know that somebody is unwell, or there's a certain need, maybe yours, maybe your neighbors, maybe somebody, just for the good of somebody, you can say that the good karma generated by my donation should go to this and this person so that he heals faster. So what happens is, when this energy is floating around, you can give it a particular direction. Energy flows. Energy, has this unique quality of taking directions. It hears orders. So always do that. Okay, so that is how we start. Now I'll tell you the plan, my plan of how I'm going to manage this whole thing. So the topic is basically how to remove blockages and how to remove any kind of negativity that we have, right? So I want to divide it in three parts, basically. First, the negativity of the environment. Okay, when I'm talking of the environment, I mean your house, your space, your surroundings, you know, the way you have kept certain things, because that is also a major way. Those who've heard of Vastu Feng Shui, even if you don't hear Vastu Feng Shui, you don't believe in it, just common sense will also tell you that there are certain things that can block energy. But everybody who is here is a seeker, is in a spiritual path. So we are already open to those possibilities that energy is there, and there are different ways that energy can react. There negative energy, positive energy. It's a potent force. It has a presence, right? So number one, we are going to do clearing the environment. So that is why I told you all that if you all just gauge your house once, if you walk around and just move around and just try to understand what your house is telling you, there are a lot of things that you will understand. We live there, but we are not often mindful of our surroundings, right? So number one, we are going to handle the environment. Number two step, we are going to handle our aura and our energy. So there we will be talking about how to shield ourselves, how to cut cords, how to cleanse. There will be talking of little tools like the sage and the Palo Santo and the salt, whatever. I'm going to go into detail, and then I'm going to teach you whatever I know about all the different things. So the last, it comes to the subconscious mind. So we've spoken of the environment, then we come to our body, and finally, we will go to our subconscious mind and cleansing our subconscious mind, which is also, or rather, which is the main block to any kind of abundance or a good quality of life, right? So these are the three stages that I have thought of. Today, we will talk about the environment and how to cleanse your aura and your body. A lot of this you will have heard, doesn't matter, hear it again. There may be a few details that you've missed out. Okay, maybe you need a reminder. Maybe there's something will be there. The second part, and we'll talk about the cleansing of the aura. Tomorrow, I'm going to just do cleansing the subconscious mind, as in the release work, as well as the EFT tapping, the emotional freedom technique that I said I'm going to teach you. So today is a little lighter in the sense you'll be having little tools, little tips, little things which you can do. And tomorrow it's going to be deep cleansing of your subconscious mind to remove a lot of things. So the movie that I told you all to watch, Rubaru Roshni, I hope you all have seen it. Tomorrow I'll be talking about it because that is all about forgiveness. So tomorrow in the day also you'll have time to watch that movie. So today this is the plan. So today we are doing these two segments, and I think 2 hours will get over in that. Okay. So now, why is it that I'm talking of law of attraction, I'm talking of blockages, I'm talking of manifesting, and then I'm going to talk about environment? Why? Because I just want to show you one certain slide. I want you all to understand this concept, okay? I've done a course with Mary Diamond, and I've done, I keep studying and I keep reading. So this is one thing which really related to me and which made sense to me. Are you all able to see the full screen, I hope? Because I'm seeing it half cut. Somebody
so we can see it full screen.
Full screen, okay? So basically, if there's a circle, if there's a circle and we divide it into 3 parts, okay? We are talking about our lives here. So our life is that one full circle, and we divide it into 3 parts. One part is the earth luck, one part is the human luck, and one part is the heavenly luck, okay? So heavenly luck is something which you are born with. Okay, some people are born to multimillionaires, some people are born in normal families, some people are super talented. You're just born like that. So that is your heavenly luck that you cannot do much about. But there are other 2 factors which are in your control. One is the human luck, and the other one is the earth luck. Okay. So in the earth luck, we talk about all this environment, all tools, all adjustments which we make in order to make our life better, in order to have a better quality of life. See, the whole purpose of any kind of thing is having a better quality of life. Problems keep coming. That's life. You cannot change that. But how you handle it, what are the tools you have? How are you conditioning your mind That is what we can work on. That is something which we can keep evolving. The external circumstances are not in our control. We can control ourselves, right? But in earth luck, 1/3, there are certain things which we can do in the environment which can aid the flow of energy, which can aid the flow of good energy and take away negative energy. So earth luck is one thing we are going to talk about. And human luck is we're going to talk about tomorrow, where we talk about positive thinking, subconscious mind, release work, you know, how not having negativity, or rather once you remove the blockages, you are able to manifest anything. That is where the human luck comes in. So today we are going to handle earth luck, tomorrow we are going to handle human luck, and heavenly luck, of course, we all have. That's why we all sitting here and we are alive and we are born. And actually, if you think of it, the heavens have been very, very gracious to us, right? So in spite of all your problems, in spite of problems everybody has, I would say we are already lucky. God has been really, really kind to us. The fact that we are even sitting and attending a session in our individual houses, that we are alive, first of all. So we have our heavenly luck. And now we are going to handle the earth luck and the human luck. So somebody asked me once in a session that, Shivani, what do you think of destiny? Why is it that some people are like this and some are like that? I said, fine, they're born like that. But after that, what they do, you have to understand 2/3 is in your control. You can make your quality of life really, really beautiful. I keep telling that example of being the sunshine, right? Where you are so positive that you can influence the atmosphere around you. So this was the general thing, the structure by which we are going to follow. I hope you all are clear about the heavenly luck, earth luck, and human luck. So whenever we say law of attraction, mind, anything to do with the mind, subconscious mind, that is human luck. Imagine the kind of power you have, 1/3. And imagine the kind of power you have if you just make your house and your environment and certain tools and aids in such a way that you are able to, you know, just grasp abundance in your life. That is where also I'm going to talk about that abundance bowl. Remember, I promised you all I'm going to talk about abundance bowl, which I have.
Rani, excuse me.
Teach that. Yeah.
Somebody requested you to speak in Hindi also.
अच्छा. तो अभी तक आपको समझ में आया, ये 3 टाइप का लक है, और मैं वो स्क्रीनशॉट भी शेयर करूंगी. तो आज हम लोग अर्थ लक के बारे में बात करेंगे. फर्स्ट, कि हम लोग अपने इन्वायरमेंट को कैसे ठीक करें, क्योंकि वो लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन के लिए भी वो बहुत बड़ा एक उसका एक बहुत बड़ा हाथ होता है, कि तो I'm not a professional Vastu consultant. Okay. I'm not going to tell you all Vastu things as per your individual house. I haven't visited. But what I'm going to tell you are simple common sense things, जो आप अपने घर में अपने आप ही imply कर सकते हैं. अगर आप ये सब में believe नहीं करें, तो भी आप realize करेंगे कि आप अगर ये सब changes करते हैं, तो आप कहीं ना कहीं energy light होता है, कहीं ना कहीं कुछ better हो रहा है. You will be able to gauge that. Absolutely, you'll be able to gauge that. Okay. तो सबसे पहले मैं सॉल्ट के बारे में बात करना चाहती हूँ. आप लोग सब सॉल्ट के बारे में जानते हैं, मैं बहुत बात कर चुकी हूँ, फिर भी आई एम गोइंग टू रिपीट, बिकॉज दैट इज द मोस्ट सिंपलेस्ट, चीपेस्ट, फूल प्रूफ मेथड ऑफ टेकिंग अवे नेगेटिविटी. ये साउंड क्यों आ रहा है? Okay, so number 1 is salt. Please, now when we are talking of the environment, make it a rule that you will put salt. You will just use common salt in your water while you are mopping the floor. It just soaks away negativity. Those who are into pranic healing or any kind of energy healing know that, and you all also know by now, that salt is one of the most powerful tool to disintegrate negativity. So this is one tool you need to do in your house, because you have to understand that you are living in your space and that is affecting your mind. How can you be positive? How can you be grateful? How can you attract if you are in an environment which is negative? Right? So this is one thing that you need to do. Make salt your friend. Keep it, tell your servants, tell whoever, please clean your house with salt. Number 1. Number 2, you can do a very beautiful thing, buy salt lamps. You just go to Amazon, you get beautiful Himalayan pink salt lamps, a whole lot of salt lamps. Okay. So if you have the means and the provision and the space and the plug point, buy a salt lamp and keep it in the entrance of your house, keep it in your bedroom. In the evening, just switch it on. What happens is that salt just soaks away all the negativity. Because here we are trying to cleanse the environment, because you are staying in that space, and that space is extremely important. Okay. Another thing, I'll also tell you all a little thing which you all can do, which I'm telling you all first time. For people who know that there's a lot of negativity in the house. Many people have relatives, have problems, have joint families. Maybe some situations are such that there's too much negativity and you already know about it, right? So then you can do one simple thing. This is not for everybody. If you feel the need, only then do it. You can take, I'll share this also later, so that I want you all to note this down. You all need to take 7 pieces of Kapoor as in camphor. Okay, 7 pieces of camphor. 7 pieces, I repeat. Okay, you can get all sorts of camphor. This is something I got from Amazon. It is organic camphor and it comes in this form, so it's very easy to get pieces. So 7 pieces of camphor, 1 piece of alum. Alum आप लोग जानते हैं, फिटकरी. तो कपूर लेना है 7 पीस, 1 पीस फिटकरी लेना है, ठीक है, और सॉल्ट लेना है, 1 लंप ऑफ सॉल्ट लेना है. बस इतना ही चाहिए. ठीक है, नमक, एक डली नमक, 1 ठो फिटकरी or alum. Alum is very commonly available. It's used a lot in medical purposes also. It's supposed to be one very, very powerful tool for soaking away negativity. Like how we use herbs and lavender and cinnamon, similarly camphor, similarly alum is also one thing which is used a lot. Okay, so take alum, 7 pieces of kapoor and salt, and keep it in a bowl. And just keep it in your office space or in your house. It shouldn't be visible where you feel there is too much negativity. And you keep changing this after 15 days. And when you're changing it, make sure that you throw this entire thing in a public toilet or somewhere outside, in a restaurant, in a mall, anywhere, not in your house. That is all you need to do. Slowly, what will happen is this alum and this camphor and this salt is going to soak away a lot of the negativity which is there in the environment, which may have come through people, through thoughts, through lack of sunlight, any reason. Okay, and you need to flush this and throw it away and change it after every 15 days. So this is one very powerful tool for people. You can do it occasionally when you feel that, okay, there's too much negativity, there's lack of movement, there is some blockage happening, and I need to cleanse. So we are still in the cleansing the environment thing. Another thing I always talk about is camphor. We all know about how I keep saying, keep camphor everywhere, keep camphor everywhere. Camphor माने कपूर. ठीक है, मेरे घर में आई थिंक 8 जगह कपूर रखा हुआ है. एक एंट्रेंस में, एक मेरे बेडरूम में, एक मैंने एवरीवेयर जहां भी देखो सुंदर सुंदर डिस्पेंसर्स में कपूर रखा हुआ है. कपूर को जलाना जरूरी नहीं है. ठीक है, अगेन आपको अगर लगता है कि बहुत ज्यादा नेगेटिविटी है तो डिप द कपूर इन घी. I don't know those abroad they get ghee or not. Basically it's called clarified butter. So dip the kapoor in ghee and burn it occasionally, say in 1 month or 2 months mein ek bar, and just make sure that you take it all around your house. Okay, that burning camphor in an anti-clockwise direction 3 times. In an anti-clockwise direction 3 times, you are going to burn the camphor with the ghee and take it all around your house, starting from your main door. Okay, now let me just clarify beforehand. Like I said, these are rituals which you may relate to, you may not relate to. It doesn't matter. Okay, you can keep it in mind. You can hear it. If ever you feel the need, you can always use it. If you feel that, no, I don't want to do all these rituals, absolutely fair. You can just keep the camphor in your entrance or anywhere. Okay. So it is depending on how much you want to do and how much you relate to and what is the necessity that you feel, right? So this was another thing about camphor. Till now, I kept saying that just keep the camphor, but if you want additional, you're going to rotate it 3 times anti-clockwise, dipping it in ghee. Ghee and camphor is a sign of planet Venus also. It'll enhance the riches in the houses. It'll enhance abundance and it'll take away all the negativity. Okay. Okay, this is something which I think is non-negotiable for me. If possible, I would go to every single house and open their drawers and check. You have to remove clutter. I can talk for 4 hours just on clutter. This is my favorite topic. I'm obsessed with it. But let me tell you, friends, this just blocks whatever is possible. If the energy, if the chi or the prana is not flowing fluidly in your house, okay, just imagine you're running, okay, and everywhere there's a hurdle. Everywhere there's a hurdle. Do you think you'll win the race? No, right? Similarly, if the positive energy, if Lakshmi, whatever your god is, wants to come in and just float around and give you blessings, and every time there's something and she stumbles and falls, do you think she's going to be happy? This may seem very childish, but what I'm trying to tell you is, please remove clutter. Keep things organized. Give every single space in your house a home, a little space of its own. Organize it. What will happen is that is reflecting your mindset also. That is also a very simple way to handle your subconscious mind. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling sad, if you're not feeling okay, just do some cleaning, just do some tidying. You will realize that you are already feeling better. That is my favorite mode of feeling better, by doing cleaning. Okay, so no broken objects in the house. कुछ भी टूट गया है, please उसको हटा दीजिए. That has negative energy. I'm telling very point wise. I want to tell you lots of little things that you all can do right away. Okay, make sure that there are no mirrors that are broken or cracked, or which are with all the thing coming out, the mercury coming out from behind. No mirrors like that. You will, if you keep on looking at that mirror, you will start getting skin issues. Please check your mirrors first thing. Okay, another one, please, if you have very fancy art also, but it is sad, it is depicting poverty, it is not something which you feel happy about and you can't understand, just give it to a gallery, donate it, do whatever. It doesn't have to be in your house. You need to keep things that spark joy, which kind of gives your subconscious mind a purpose, something happy. Okay, so you make sure that you don't have paintings like that in the house. Another thing which I keep saying, and I will repeat again, if there is water leakage, please make sure there's no water leakage in the house. Go and check your taps again once more. Even check the flush in your bathrooms. There should be no water leakage. This is draining away your financial money. It is draining away cash, liquid cash, besides your emotion, of course. Those who are new to this group can check my whole session on water power, where I've spoken 1 hour just on water. So from now on, don't waste water. Don't leave little plastic jars of water half drunk, because that is soaked in your energy. It will make you emotionally weak. And the more you waste water, the more you're financially draining yourself. So today only go and check all your taps in your house, particularly in your building, everywhere around, wherever you are staying. Okay. Another thing which I want you all to do is, when you all enter, please make sure that you just don't leave your shoes there. Just shoes there untidily in the entrance. वो शुभ नहीं होता है. Abundance or prosperity doesn't come in through if you haven't organized your shoes well. First of all, give them respect. They are helping you walk, but give them a specific home. Make a nice cupboard and keep it properly. Don't make sure that the shoes are just not littered in the entrance. It is blocking your prosperity. It is blocking your manifestation. This is everything. All these things are very simplistic, but again, these are blocks to manifestation. Understand that. Okay. Now let's come to things which you can do. These were things that you need to check. Now I want to tell you all certain things which you can do. Okay. Number one, make sure that your house, when somebody comes to your house, it looks prosperous. It should spell prosperity. It should be neat, clean, organized. Make sure that you keep the photo frames, the children's photographs, and beautiful golden, silver, ornate photo frames. Not those distressed type where, nowadays you have this art where everything is like poverty type, Purana. No, be like the kings and queens. Have something rich, because that is spelling prosperity. So number one, make sure that the photographs, especially of your family photograph and children, are in very beautiful frames which are rich and ornate. Number two, okay, make sure that you, supposing your children have grown big, Okay, they become young adults now. Just don't surround your house with photographs of their childhood. They will not feel at home. They will feel that the mother is always craving that young kid who he no longer is. So that is the reason you need to keep updating your photographs. Somewhere the subconscious mind, see, all these are external things, but they are impacting the subconscious mind. Okay, they will not let your children settle down. They need to feel at home for what they are at this present moment. So if you have any issues relating to children, make sure you check all your pictures. People are very lazy about such things. They don't really care. You know, the photograph has gone old. बचपन का पूरा छोटा छोटा भरा हुआ है, नहीं, उसको आप चेंज करिए. प्रेजेंट फोटोग्राफ्स लगाइए, हैप्पी फैमिली का पिक्चर्स लगाइए, जो अभी वो लोग हैं वो लगाइए. तब वो बच्चे लोग उस घर में फील करेंगे कि ना ये मेरा घर है. वो एक डिस्टेंस हो जाता है सबकॉन्शियसली, पर हम लोग वो नहीं समझते हैं. ठीक है, because you have to accept them for what they are at the present moment, not what they were when they were young. The past is gone. So please check your photographs, because like why I'm saying this is, if you want to manifest for the children, if you want to get that kind of abundance and happiness in your house as a family, this is one simple thing that you need to do right away. Okay, so be mindful, because every single thing has energy. One single photograph, one single little doll you have put in the house, each and every object around you has energy. You are seeing it, it is there in your mind's eye, and it is creating something. It is creating an image. It is taking space. Do not underestimate that power. Okay. So, like I said, make sure that the photographs are beautiful, up-to-dated, and in beautiful frames, which kind of give you that sense of prosperity and joy. It doesn't have to be branded. You know, I'm basically from Kurseong, and these Nepalese have such beautiful small cottages. But it's so neat and clean, so well organized. They have flowers outside, no fancy pot, just in polythene bags they keep these flowers. But their flowers, all their dishes are, you know, absolutely shining and kept, and they're into music and dance, and they're such a happy lot. Because it's not about how wealthy you are, it is about how well you keep what you have, and how much respect and love you are giving that thing. Because what you give, you get. So please understand, your house is your temple, your house is your manifestation hub. Your environment affects you. It impacts your subconscious mind. It impacts every single thing. So don't take these things lightly. Understand and do it. These are doable. These are, you know, human beings need rituals. Okay, why do you think we have such a huge wedding ceremony? Why do you think there's this huge crown, you know, the Prince of Wales and King Charles, and they have that entire ceremony? Why do you think we have that? Why do you think we have graduations in America? We all fly and attend for half an hour, we attend, but we made such a hue and cry? Because human beings need rituals. We need memories in order to survive, in order to sustain ourselves, because that sticks into our mind. That brings us joy. So these are also little rituals that we can do. Everyday rituals, everyday things we can do in the house, so that we can condition our mind and be in the right path. You know, why do we do puja every day? We need to do that. If we follow a certain ritual, if we follow a certain discipline, somewhere we are grounded, somewhere we are centered, it keeps us going. Right? So that's the reason, because human beings need that. That's the way we live. If everything was just, you know, matter of fact, there would be no joy. We need to do all these elaborate things. Whatever suits you. Some people like to celebrate birthdays, some people wedding. No need to judge anybody. To each his own. But we need all these little things. So these are little rituals that you can keep doing. Another thing is, which I still am to do, but I know how to do it. I don't know what's stopping me. Make sure that there is a proper name plate outside your house, please. A name plate, and always make sure, if at all you're writing the name of both the husband and the wife's name should come first. She's the Lakshmi of the house. Okay, it should be Shivani and Rajesh. It should be like that. So अगर पूरा नाम लिखते हैं तो वाइफ का नाम पहले आएगा. ठीक है, और नेम प्लेट लगाइए, so that you know the energy or Lakshmi or prosperity, whenever she wants to come, there's a certain direction, there's a certain address that she can come to. See, I do all these little things, and it has made my life, and I feel impacted things to a lot of positive, and there's no harm doing it. These are little practical things that I'm telling you. Another thing which I want to spell out, especially for people who have children, and if y'all can, if y'all are working women, and if your husbands listen to you, especially for the children who are studying, please make sure that the desk in which they are studying is not facing a wall. Usually what happens now is because of the architects and because of space constraint, there's a wall and there's a desk and the children are facing the wall and studying. Yes or no? Most of them do that, right? Chair hai, desk hai, wall hai. But what is happening is you are closing a lot of opportunities. The desk should be facing a door ideally. It is through the door that opportunity walks in. A wall subconsciously just blocks everything. Earlier, the children used to study sit on the floor, have a pata with the guru, they used to study. It used to be open. Now in the modern day society, we have a desk and we have a chair. But have you all noticed that the CEOs and the CEOs have chambers where they are sitting in the back, the table is there and the employees in the front, there's space and there's door in the front. And all those who are not in that position are all in cubicles where they are facing the wall. Why is the boss always sitting with the table in front and the thing open? Because there is movement. That is why he is growing. So this is called the power position. So from now on, at least tell your children that when they're studying, or if somebody is making a new house, please make sure the architect will fight with you, but make sure that the chair is here and the wall is behind, and in front of you the desk is there. If not, tell your children to turn around, take a small tool, sit down and then study. They should face the door. They should not be facing a wall. If I knew, now by default, I remember when my son was young, there was a certain Bhaskar sir who used to come and teach, and he used to make them sit with tools and they used to sit and write facing him. We didn't have a proper desk that time. And I'm so happy that we didn't have a desk that time. Now I realize it was just the right thing to do instead of facing a wall. So if you all can handle this, if you all can change this, change it. Otherwise, at least tell the children that face the door while doing what you are doing. Okay, not the wall. The wall blocks. This is called the power position. Even in office, if your husbands can, I don't know where they are working, or when y'all are working, make sure that y'all face the door. There should be space in front. There should be space for energy to move. That will change certain things. So this is all the earth luck that we are handling right now. Okay. So have you all understood the power position? Because this is very, very important. It's called the power position. And I want you all to, in fact, those are children, you all can tell them that why don't you Google? What happens is when they Google and then they check, they'll feel, okay, that my mom is making sense or my wife is making sense. Because if you just tell them that some lady said, maybe they don't believe you. But this is all there. So Google it. It's called the power position. Another thing that you all can do is make sure that the southeast, the southeast of your house always is a bit lighted. Either switch on a bulb and leave it there. Southeast of the house should always be lighted. Okay, those on India, yeah, Ankita, tell me.
Hi, Auntie. Auntie, I had a question. So you mentioned that the study table shouldn't be facing a wall. In the instance where we cannot face a wall, sorry, in the instance where we don't have, there's not so much space where I can move around my work desk, what should I do?
So is this your office or is this in your home?
In my home, in a study room.
In your study room, it's facing the wall typically, right?
Yeah.
So can't you just turn your laptop and sit on the bed and do it while facing the door? What you can't handle, fine, but is it possible to do at least important projects or something like that?
Okay. Yeah, I will give it a try. Okay.
Yeah, so do something like that. At least when you're doing something important, as in some project or something which you want forward movement, okay? That time you see how you can handle it. Buy a small, you get those online, you get those tables, right? which you can place on the bed. Maybe, I don't know your position, but try and work around it, how you can do it. I understand. So maybe you need to sit at the desk most of the time, but when you can avoid it, try and change the position. Another thing you can do is, in front of the wall, instead of keeping just the wall, keep your vision board there. If you all have made vision boards, at least what you're facing is not a wall, but a vision board, which is kind of propelling you forward. Okay, and another thing, very, very important thing is, make sure that the chair you're sitting in has a very good high backrest. It has to have a nice tall back, because you need support. Because what happens is, when you're getting support at the back, your subconscious mind is rested. Because when you are fearful, what happens? You keep looking at the back, right? Somebody will hurt me from the back. Your mind is not at peace. But if you have a tall back, which is solid and not moving, don't buy a rocking chair ever. You will be rocking in life all the time. Okay, it should be a solid, nice chair with a very tall back. This goes for each and every man who's working, woman who's working, who sits in a chair. It should be a nice, tall back, which tells your subconscious mind that you are totally supported. Because when we need support, we need it from the back, somebody to hold us very nicely, right? We don't need to be fearful. So make sure that the chair from now, in fact, this is one thing that you need to do right away. If you need to throw away what you have and invest in a different chair, do it. It will be worth it. But you need to have a chair with a very nice, strong, tall back. Put a cushion maybe, and face whatever you're facing. Ideally the door, or at least in the door should be in the side. There should be space in the front. Okay. And if at all you cannot, at least make sure that wall is has a vision board or has things which are powerful. So don't forget this chair. It is very important. Tall back, because that is not something. And this is something.
Can you discuss
purely
about vision board
subconscious mind.
in details?
Sorry?
Can you talk about vision board in details, if possible?
I've done a full 1 hour session on vision board. Okay.
Yes, you did, but I don't have that information. So if you can like do it or send the details online, it will be good for us.
Yeah. So
what we should put for children in front in the vision board?
So what you do is, we'll do another vision board session. I'll send you the link or whatever. So we can do that later.
Okay.
Remember,
thank you so much.
You need to do. Send me a message in the group. Okay. So, but try to still avoid that they face the wall, please. Whoever's making a new house, whoever can do whatever adjustments, make sure that the children don't face the wall, and at least their chair is totally sorted. If I knew all this earlier on, I sometimes feel I wish somebody had told me all this before. But I'm telling you now, so just, do that, please. Somebody raised a hand. Are there any questions about this power position? Because I feel this is really, really important. And
Hi, Shivani. I have a question. Yeah. If your child's desk is facing like a window or close to a window, is that okay? And not like facing the wall directly? Is that okay? I mean, if you can't face a door, is a window also?
If he's facing the window,
yeah,
and he has a tall high back chair.
I'm not sure about the chair, but I can check with my grandson if his chair has got a. But this, I'm not talking of my husband or my son, my grandson.
I think for the children, it's really important, that everybody checks that right now and does whatever modification they need to do, because it is such a simple thing, and its impact is directly on the subconscious mind. It has nothing to do with only environment. There's a very deep-seated science behind this, that you are facing the wall mentally, you're blocked, and at the back, you don't have any support. So you're kind of fearful every time.
Right.
Got it? So handle that.
Thank you. Okay, thanks.
In fact, earlier I used to face, if you all remember, there was a very beautiful painting behind me of a girl. I changed my position after this, because now I face the door, and I've changed because I've started believing in this so much. And I understood the science behind this.
Right.
Yeah. So vision board we'll do again later. Okay, Nidhi, tell me.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I just wanted to make it sure, like I made the vision board when you took the session, and I wrote few things. Is it my fear, or is it true, like if many people go through or they see the things you've written on the vision board, does it create a block?
Absolutely.
it's
Right
just
now I'm going to teach you certain shielding, visualization shielding methods. You shield your vision board also. Nothing will happen.
for children also we'll be able to do that.
Yeah. You can shield your
Okay.
children, you can shield the vision board, you can shield your, like when I go for international flights, I shield the entire aeroplane and
Yeah.
the luggage and everything, so that nothing happens and I'm happily sleeping. So, and don't worry, but if you are strong and if you are mentally, okay with it, nothing will happen. And like I said, just keep some salt, near in that room. Keep some salt, keep that. If you're fearful that people will come and have evil eyes or whatever, just keep that. It will take away the negativity. But I don't think you need to fear anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can also keep a nice peacock feather, hang a peacock feather, put a peacock feather on the vision board. It's a very, very beautiful and very simple tool. If you realize, it's like an eye also, right? In the peacock, that beautiful thing inside. So that is a very powerful way of warding away any kind of eyes. It's a very big protection mechanism. So you can do that. If at all y'all want to go further and y'all feel, y'all can even draw a little Om on your medulla, below your medulla in this area. Do it for your children. The boys will absolutely get upset, so don't bother. The girls won't mind because they have long hair. But even putting a small Om symbol, those who believe in it, is very, very powerful. The vibration of that Om or the aura that it has is very powerful in warding away any kind of negativity. And you will feel that, okay, this is okay. I'm shielded by grace. उससे बढ़कर क्या होगा, है ना? जब ओम आपके पास है तो why fear? Okay, so you all can do that.
Excuse me, which color pen?
For what? Om?
Yes.
Not black. Just black नहीं use करते.
Okay. Thank you.
अभी हम लोग जो रिलीज हुआ कल करेंगे, उसमें सब कुछ ब्लैक होने वाला है. Okay, because release is all about black, but anything positive can be green, can be red. Do green. Green is such a beautiful color. Do blue. That's neutral. Okay, those who are looking now, my last final tip, okay, on the environment that we are talking about. Those who are looking for name, fame, popularity, reaching out to masses, the south of your bedroom and the south of your house is very, very important. Okay, just everybody has a compass now. Find the south direction and make sure that there is a candle that you light. Or there's aroma of roses out there, and the color there is red. So if you can put a photograph of you wearing a red outfit in the south, and there's this aroma of rose, and there's a candle which is lit, there is light, you suddenly start realizing that some kind of magic is happening. And you know why I'm telling you this with so much confidence? Look at me. In the last 2 years, look at my journey. Right? And my south is absolutely activated. I've put a photograph of me wearing a red sari. I have put a red candle. I have put roses. I have absolutely activated my south. So like I keep saying, if it works for me, it can work for you too. So, it's very interesting how a person evolves. Last, I had done the DICC code, right? Where I was teaching everybody how to talk to your body to heal yourself. I hope all of you attended. And that somebody asked me a question that, Shivani ji, can we do this code for somebody else? Does it work for somebody else? That time I had said very flatly, no. How can it work? If you are doing it for yourself, how will it help the other? So just recently I read a book where they were talking about collective consciousness and quantum physics and how we are basically the theory of oneness. So it was so beautiful to think that maybe when you're healing yourself, you're healing that other person too, right? So now, if after that class, if somebody asks me that, will it work on somebody else? I would say yes. Because like I said, we are all connected. Isn't that beautiful? That, because we are connected, because we are one consciousness, because it's all about love and energy interchanging, you can also do the DICC code for somebody else. So that was one very beautiful thing which I kind of evolved into. That will be an answer which I give now.
Yeah,
Yes.
can I add one thing to it, Shivani?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what I wanted to add the same thing to the DICC code is that if you want to do it for somebody else, you can always seek their permission and do it for them.
Absolutely.
And many times it may happen that, you are at war with the person and you cannot seek their permission. Then while they are sleeping, you can seek permission from their soul.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do it for them. Any kind of healing.
Yeah, any kind of healing. Absolutely, Anu, you can do that. Plus, even moving further, if your intentions are pure, okay, and because you believe in collective goodness and oneness, sometimes you even don't need to ask permission. You can just do it. Same thing, asking permission from the soul or whatever, but absolutely you can do it. Usually I say that you can only shield the other person, but yeah, you can do anything. In fact, those who are healers heal for so many people who are away. Yes, Geeta.
Shivani,
Yeah,
why don't you take the question and answers in the question and answer section at the end or something, please? Yeah.
I'll do that. Thank you. I think it's disturbing everybody. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll take the questions in the end. Don't worry. We'll clarify all our doubts. So last what I was talking about is how you need to activate your South. If anybody wants to manifest some kind of popularity, name, fame, anything to do with public relations, just self-worth. So that is one area that you all can look into. Okay. So all these tips were basically doing the earth luck. Like I said, if you don't want to follow Feng Shui, if you don't want to follow Vastu, if you don't want to believe in all this also, if you just concisely make a gist of what I have said, it is basically number one, removing clutter. I don't think anybody has an objection to that, right? Removing anything which is broken, removing bad mirrors, making sure that your children have beautiful photo frames and they are up to date so that they feel nice and loved for what they are at the present moment. Does that make sense to y'all? Right? Then what did I tell you all more about the nameplate? That anyway hona chahiye. But abhi ho raha hai because when you are seeing it, you know that it has more than that purpose of telling a postman or a courier that you are there. You are telling the energy that this is my place, this is my temple, and I own it and I welcome you. So that is the kind of intention. And the main thing which I want everybody to focus in is, of course, the power position. Okay, the power. I did a full class. That's why I'm so passionate about this. So make sure that you all study just by changing the position of where you're sitting. If you can manifest better, if you can work better, if your mind is more open, you'll get more ideas. Then why not? Why not be mindful and take that extra care? Right? That is what I told. So that also is something which you all relate to, can relate to. Correct? And yes, peacock feathers, we know that we've always used it in our puja, in our house, and it's such a beautiful thing to have. So just make sure that you use that. Keep it around. It is also a sign of confidence. Having a peacock feather enhances confidence. It's the most beautiful bird, and it struts around. The confidence that it has, you will kind of imbibe that. I think these are almost the things that we said. Yes, of course, when I spoke about what did I say? Water leakage. That I'm telling you is non-negotiable. I don't know how you handle it. Don't waste water. Make sure that taps are not leaking. This is also the bare minimum, right? So these are the things that we have done for activating or easing the energy of our earth luck. Okay, so these will help you. Once you do these changes, you will realize that there's an energy shift. It has to happen. It is pure gravity, whatever you call it. That is because it's all about energy. The energy will flow better. So today, as soon as you all go, first thing is after tomorrow's class, please clean all the clutter and give away the things that you don't want. I had even done a session on Marie Kondo where you keep things that only spark joy. If you all can do that, nothing like it. But otherwise, at least take this step, okay, of removing. I'll take all the questions in the end. The shoes one, which I told you, was also absolutely something which made common sense. Okay, now let's come to cleansing the aura. Okay, before I shift to cleansing the aura, I would like to take questions on this earth luck section so that we are complete with this. So Sheila, tell me please.
Yeah, Shivani, I just wanted to ask, in South, we normally keep ancestors' photos, na?
Yeah,
in South, normally we keep ancestors' photos.
Yeah, so you keep it in your bedroom then, na?
Okay, that way.
So that you adjust, because in the house there's so many different areas. So when you're talking your personal thing, then you do it in your bedroom.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Any other question? Yes, Geeta?
My entrance door is south. So how do I activate that?
मेरे को ये तो नहीं पता, वो आपको वास्तु वाले को पूछना होगा.
Okay, and जो ये alum
consultant, I can just tell you the little things that I know that I've been working with. So इस तरीके के उसमें क्या करेंगे, that you'll have to find out from a specialist.
All right. And the alum method that you said, alum salt or जो camphor बोला आपने, can we keep it only in a glass bowl or any other material can work? Like meaning steel or something that we can change?
Any can work. Just make sure it's not plastic. We're trying to avoid plastic.
Right. Yeah, and should it be hidden or something, or it can be visible to the?
Yeah, no, you don't want to. You just want it to soak the energy and do it quietly. So you flush it out. Like I said, that is very important. Flushing it out after every 15 days. Yeah, any bowl will do. Any bowl will do.
Shivani, I have a question. Manisha this side, because Manisha this side, I have a almirah for the footwear at the entrance, but I have kept a growing plant over it. So I've heard somewhere.
Another thing, 1 second. Sorry, Manisha, just let me finish this. So one very good way, one thing which all of us can do is, when you're talking growing plant, that's what I'm saying, that in your bathrooms, okay? In the bathrooms, make sure that you have a plant which grows straight up. It can be a lucky bamboo. It can be any plant which goes up and doesn't come down. I'll tell you the reason why. The bathroom is one place where the water is flushing and going down, right? There's drainage. So when you say that there should not be drainage or leakage, how do you balance that? How do you balance that in the bathroom? So what you can do is you can keep a plant which is growing up. So what happens is it is balancing the energy of what is going down. So that is a very simple thing, especially for people who have bathrooms in the north. The north is the place where the money is. So make sure that if you're having any problem, first of all, check if there's any leakage. Those who are having financial issues, especially with liquid cash, check whether your north, there's a bathroom. And if there is, I'm not a Vastu consultant, I told you, but one simple thing you can do is put a growing nice plant which grows, which doesn't die, okay? Again, which has healthy leaves and which grows straight up. Keep it in the bathroom so that counteracts the drainage. Yeah, so if you have an almirah of shoes, it's absolutely fine. Make sure that it's neat and clean. Shoes are not supposed to be ganda. We have to respect our shoes too. You know, we walk in them, they give us so much comfort. It's nothing bad. It's just that it has to be cleaned, kept well, and kept beautifully and in an organized way in the almirah. There's no harm at all. And together with that, you can just nearby keep a bowl of camphor. It will soak away all the energy. It's very simple to do.
शिवानी,
Yeah.
शिवानी, घर में अगर जैसे हम जॉइंट फैमिली में, तो किसी एक का नाम तो उस पे लिखा नहीं जाएगा एंट्रेंस पे, तो फिर क्या करें?
नाम लिख दीजिए, फैमिली नाम ही लिखिए, पर नाम रखिए एक
तो हमने सिर्फ अपने घर का नंबर लिखा है.
नंबर लिखा है, उसके
26
टाइटल लिखिए,
राठी.
हाँ, you should be proud of your lineage of your title, right? तो आप राठी 26 के नीचे राठी लिखिए, उसमें क्या है?
Okay.
Yeah. Or agar, like I know somebody, in fact, I think Seema only, she had added a Zebu symbol of abundance in the nameplate. You know, some people had added a rising sun. So these are all mnemonics which you can add if you want, you know, because rising sun is always beautiful, right? So apna naam Rathi likha, number likha, uske saath ek beautiful rising sun ka picture de diya. So isn't it nice?
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
ऐसा ही फिर ये उसमें भी हो सकता है, जैसे जॉइंट में है तो अपनी फोटो तो मैं घर के साउथ में नहीं लगा सकती हूँ.
अब सुषमा जी, आप साउथ में मत लगाइए. अब आप स्पिरिचुअल पाथ में आ गई हैं, आपको साउथ एक्टिवेट वो छोड़ दीजिए, आप लाइन में, ठीक है?
Yeah. Hi, Shivani.
Yeah.
Anita here. Yeah. Tell me, is it okay to put bonsai plants?
See, usually they say, where in the bathroom?
Yeah, something which is going.
No, not at all.
And anywhere in the house also you should.
Ideally, people say that bonsai is something which is stunted. Okay.
Stunted,
Now it's absolutely your perspective, Adita. Okay. First of all, it cannot be in the bathroom because there we are trying to counteract the leakage thing, right? But because there you keep a lucky bamboo or something which grows very straight and it's very fast and very simple plants, no maintenance.
Yeah.
So bonsai is something many people say that you should not keep. For me, I also think that actually it's so beautiful that a complete thing is there in that little thing. So for me, it doesn't really, I don't feel very negative about it. So see what your instinct is saying, but don't go and buy a bonsai.
Yeah, so because somebody told me and I've gotten rid of my bonsais, that is the thing. So I wanted to clarify.
People say, but for what what I'm telling you, for the bathroom or where you're trying to counteract the drainage, there are absolutely a bonsai will not work. But if you just like it and it's sparking joy and you want to keep it in your garden and you have bonsais with little oranges growing and all, I feel, oh my God, it's such a beautiful thing, so complete in itself. So if it triggers that kind of emotion for you where you feel it is fine, I think it's okay. But then if somebody told you and then you've already gotten rid of it, that means usko jana tha. That's it. Don't think about it.
Now that you say, then I am also just thinking it just depicts a completeness rather than a stunt thing. Like
So
it's a complete plant by itself.
If you have the guts and the power to beg to differ, and you can stick to that, why not? You need to have that courage and that energy and that conviction. Right?
So, okay, thank you.
Yeah, so if you are that type of person जो कोई बोल दिया उसके बाद you keep thinking रखे नहीं रखे क्या करे, then please just go give it away. But if you are the type who said I feel very good with my bonsai, I don't care about it, I just love it, for me it denotes perfection, and a big thing comes in small packages, I just love it. No, who's there to tell me? So it all depends on how you are thinking. End of the day, it's about you. Whatever anybody may be saying, right? So if you have that courage and that gumption, go ahead and keep the bonsai. Otherwise, don't.
Okay, thanks.
I'll tell you another story. So somebody told me that you should keep jade. Okay, you all know about jade plants, right? Jade plants are supposed to be kept in the southeast of the house. Okay, southeast of the house, you keep jade plants. They're supposed to be prosperity plants. Everybody can buy jade, but it needs a lot of sun. So I didn't have any space, but there was this window in COVID time. We had a window extension and I kept jade out there. And luckily there was enough sun that it was growing. But in the rains, I did not know how to handle it and it got totally destroyed. Okay. And when I saw slowly the jade plant is dying. So now there can be two things. Either I can say, oh my God, I put the jade plant. This was a prosperity plant. All the prosperity will go away. Oh my God, this is such a bad omen. Right? Because I kept it as an omen. You know what I did? I just went, got rid of the jade plant, got 2-4 big new jade plants and put it. आदमी को चेंज नहीं कर सकते हो, हस्बैंड को चेंज नहीं कर सकते हो, प्लांट तो चेंज कर सकते हो. Don't do anything, don't keep anything that makes you mull over and puts you in the negative space. I just went and I said, okay, jade plant, I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't take it as a sign from God or the heaven that, oh my God, my prosperity is going away. I realized I had not handled it well. I went and bought 10 more big fat jade plants and I put it there and they're absolutely thriving now. So be practical about what you're doing. Whatever I'm telling you also, if you feel that something is generating negativity for you, is not giving you the comfort, or it's making you overthink, don't do it. Anybody may be shouting and screaming, explaining, it doesn't matter. It is your personal journey. It is your mindset. You have to gauge yourself. You have to gauge your courage. You have to gauge your mindset. Okay. So that is one thing which I'm assuming that everybody will do here. So after the session, many may say, Shivani ji, kya baat ki? She just spoke about little rituals. Yes, I did, because we're going to talk about one holistic thing. First the rituals, then the cleansing of the aura, and then finally the subconscious mind. There I'm not going to spare anybody. Okay. So now let's come to the energy part. Okay. So we all know, I don't know, we all know, not at least sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to know about this DICC code.
So there was this session which I did on how to talk to your body. to heal. I think you missed that maybe, right? Who am I talking to?
Yeah, this is Jayashri Patodia. I'm
Jayashri?
sorry, I won't be able to
Yeah, I
stick
think you
on
missed
my
that
details.
session. Maybe when I repeat it sometime, join in. You're in the group
Okay.
now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
keep teaching you new things, so just join in anytime.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so now let's come to the energy part. Okay.
Auntie, sorry, before you move to the energy part, you mentioned something about the location as well. On the south direction to put something, you had put a photo of you in a red outfit. So Auntie, do you put a photo of yourself? Do you put it with your family, with your partner, just alone?
I don't think we need to be so technical. You know, just a photo, like if you're wearing red, you will anyway stand out unless everybody is wearing red. You know, any person who's wearing red in a photograph, like I have a photograph of my family because I need them for support. They're part of me. So I don't consider myself separate from them. Just me alone is not enough. So that is my psyche. So I have a beautiful family photograph in which I'm wearing a red sari. So anyway, I stand out. And my intention, because I am ambitious about making this journey with gratitude big, spreading out to more and more people. So that is my intention, right? So when I'm activating it with that intention and I've put that photograph and I do the candles, will work for me. And in by my betterment, everything else will also, get affected, right? Everybody will join in. So I don't think you need to be so technical. Just trust your gut and your instinct. Ankita, one very simple thing about all these things is people who are in this line, don't try to be too regulated by rules and regulations and what people say, be it me also. Always trust your gut feeling and say, okay, I feel this is right for me. My instinct is telling me this is okay. I will do my research. I think it's going to work for me. Then just do it. That's the way to go about. So because what I'm telling you is also tip of the iceberg, right? There's so much details to it, so many theories. So just choose the one that you relate to.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions before I move to the energy part?
So we energize the south of the room or the house.
So see, technically many people कहाँ bedroom है, south accessible है नहीं है, वो सब आपको देखना पड़ेगा, right? Like it's a joint.
नहीं, जैसे मेरा तो south facing ही है bedroom.
So you do it in your south.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's about intention. It's the intention that you put. Yes, Ankita.
So you were talking about water earlier. So I just started this practice off late, and I keep giving. I had a lot of plastic bottles in the house, spare ones. So I used to fill water and then give it to the garden, my building, to distribute to the delivery boys because it was so hot. So is it like energy flowing out, or is it not a good thing to do?
No, it's a very good thing to do. In fact, हम लोग के culture में तो सबसे पहले बोलते हैं कोई आदमी आता है तो उसको पानी पिलाओ.
So because this bottle was essentially used by my husband, so he has like a certain type of plastic bottle, so he drinks. So that's a lot of bottle that we generate.
No,
That's
jitna
okay.
पानी पिलाओगे, of course, and give it with that intention that this water nourishes and heals the person who's having it, quenches his thirst. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. If you want, you can, when you're giving that water, talk to that water, hold that water, say thank you to that water, and then give it. Make it a practice which gives you so much joy, because when you give, and especially water, किसी को पानी पिलाना, one of the बहुत पुण्य का काम है वो.
And ma'am, another thing, that peacock feather you said symbolizes confidence. So is it a good thing to put it in a children's school bag, like just like one feather each?
They'll run away. They'll think the mom has gone mad. Don't.
No, they're not. They're too young to run away. I just like, it's a small thing, might help, might not, because when their desk is facing the wall, I can't do much about it.
They can
So
at least turn around. So put it on on that wall. Make it decorative. Put the peacock feather there. Don't put it in the bag. They should. Don't do anything that will make them averse that mom has gone crazy, because they're too young to understand. And the school friends will tease them that why have you got peacock feathers. So you have to be very mindful of them also. So it's never good to be so zealous that you end up doing things which disturbs the equilibrium.
And I had one last question. I have a lot of fake plants and artificial plants in my room and my hall because they're easy to maintain.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing?
It's not a good thing.
Okay.
And they collect a lot of dust.
Yeah, I keep cleaning them, washing them, but yeah.
They're not a good, but they're not a good thing, definitely. Yeah, it's easy maintenance and stuff like that, but they have nothing. They have no prana, no nothing. They just, and if they collect dust, they collect a lot of dust, and you may be cleaning it, but still there'll be dust. So I don't think it's possible to just give it away. Slowly, slowly, dheere dheere replace karo. Be practical.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Okay, now let's move to the, okay, I'll be sharing a lot of these things in the group, okay? In the WhatsApp group that we have, so that you all can refer to this also later. Okay, so we finished with all that. Now let's come again to clearing the aura and the energy. So see, what happens is we are a physical body, okay? And outside is something called the energy body or the aura. Now, this is something, if you see any photograph of a sage or a Mahatma or any spiritual leader, any god, you see, right? They have a halo. They have a halo, or they have another layer which follows, because all these people knew that there was this physical body and the energy body. And when there are holes in the energy body, the negativity seeps in. And that is the time you feel ill. That is the time you feel unwell. So it's like a mutual thing. What you are thinking also creates holes. And then supposing you're feeling very low and you're feeling negative and you're feeling, that negative things are going to happen, or you're a person who's jealous, who's overthinking, who is always complaining, who's always grumbling, a person who is not grateful, then what happens is your shield or your halo or your aura is weakened. Okay, and then there are holes in it, and any negativity which is around, okay, negative people, be it by their way of thoughts, their thinking, their eyes, or negative energy in the air, that penetrates into your aura, into your energy body, and that's how you feel unwell and you feel you need that cleansing. So this concept is called aura cleansing, and it is absolutely normal. I think everybody here understands the potency or the importance of energy, right? That, like I keep saying, na, energy never lies. Like this example, I always say that if you're with a person who's very positive, okay, you start feeling good because you're exchanging that kind of energy, because you're vibrating in that energy of positivity. Similarly, if you're with a person, sitting half an hour with a person who's grumbling, who's negative, who's screaming, who's shouting, you will start feeling drained. These people are called energy vampires. They will drain you of your energy. So energy is very, very sensitive. It kind of, you have to be very careful how to handle energy. So when you soak in the negative energy, which you can, okay, there are certain things that you can do, very simple tools again, which I follow on a daily basis, which will help you cleanse. Now, these are simple, like be it the sage, be it the Palo Santo, be it the salt. These are age-old traditions that are followed in Afro-American communities, Red Indian communities, be it India, be it all over the world. These cultures have been following this. In the modern times, many people don't follow it. People who are in this path and who believe in energy, they all follow this. So I'm just going to talk of 2-3 things which I follow and which I think is very easy to do. I think, Geeta, you were very eager that you wanted to know about this smudging, right? About sage. Are you there, Geeta? Geeta?
Yes, Dee.
Are you there?
Yes, Dee.
Geeta Gujral, are you there?
No, Gujarat.
Okay. So this is called the Californian white sage. Okay, now let me tell you, this bundle, okay, will cost you around 800-900 rupees. It's expensive, but one bundle will last you for 2 months, 3 months, maybe at least 1 month. Okay, so this is called a Californian white sage. This is a very, very old and renowned tradition of cleansing away your negative aura. So like I said, if your body and your energy body has soaked in negativity because you've been in a party where there were too many negative people, or somebody shouting at you, or you know that your partner is a very negative person, but you cannot help it. So this is one tool that you can use, okay, to cleanse your aura. And there's a certain beautiful way of, when you do it, at least when I do it, I feel so good. I cannot tell you. I swear by California white sage. Look at the number of sage I have. Whoever goes anywhere, I tell them, get me sage. See all my sage. I have stocks and stocks of sage. And usually it's kept in albony shell. These also you get online. This I got this time from Croatia. Okay, so I'll send you a lot of prayers, a lot of methods on how to do the sage. It's the process is called smudging. So you can use this every day to cleanse your body as well as cleanse the environment of your house. Okay, use this, friends. Another thing is called Palo Santo. Okay, this is also called holy wood. This is way more reasonable than sage. You get a whole lot in 300-400 rupees. I can send you all the Amazon link. You all can check. This also gives a kind of smoke, but very mild. So some people are not very okay with the smell of sage because it's very heavy. Okay, those people can use this thing called Palo Santo. I'll be sharing this in the group, the prayers also, because I don't want to sit and talk about the prayers. You all can just learn that, or you can ask me later. So this is also here. Also, you can use it to cleanse your energy body. It's called Palo Santo. Okay, these are two very simple tools. You know what I do every morning when I do my puja? After that, I take the sage and I put it around my children's photograph. Both of them are in America. They're not here. So I smudge them and say, please remove all that is not for their highest good. I remove all the negativity, all the bad habits, all the blocks for their prosperity and happiness, and I transmute it into beautiful, bright light of prosperity. This is one thing I do every single day for my boys. So if you can't, instead of nagging, piche nahi padke, why don't you do the sage and say the prayer and set the intention? This is a much beautiful way of carrying things forward. Okay, so if you don't want to use sage, you can use a Palo Santo. This perfume is sweeter and you have to keep lighting it, and it's available very easily. It's not something very exotic. It's also called holy wood. Another thing, like I keep saying, have a salt water bath. That will cleanse your negativity. Absolutely, simply just have a salt water bath. If you can't, okay, another thing you can do is please Google Epsom salt. Okay, people, if you all just dip your feet in Epsom salt also, it has a lot of health benefits. It takes care a lot of deficiencies in the body. So that way also you will feel good. So instead of having baths with just normal salt, use Epsom salt once a while. So there's this very beautiful concept of a bliss bath. Okay, I read it somewhere. So this lady says that I take a bliss bath. Bliss means happiness, right? BLISS. So what she's saying is that what does bliss bath mean? Bubble, lavender, intention, and sea salt. Bubbles, bliss, lavender, put lavender essence oil, your good intentions that this beautiful bath is going to rejuvenate me and make me absolutely fresh and cleanse me right from the core. And sea salt. Salt, I've been shouting and shouting, salt, salt, salt. So it is called the bliss bath. So once in a while, take a bliss bath. It will just make you feel blissful. It will just make you feel very nice. It will rejuvenate you. It will cleanse away your negativity. There's something that happens and you will start feeling better because your aura, your energy body has become, you know, it has got rid of all the negativity that it had soaked in, because it's very easy to do that. Another thing which you all can do is use tiger's eye. I don't know if how many attended the crystal class, but this is very commonly available. It's called the tiger's eye crystal. Okay, this is a you can wear it as a bracelet, as a pebble. Keep this in your house or wear it. It's a very big tool for protecting your energy body.
Where do we place it in the house?
You can place it beside your bedside in a small bowl, right? You can wear it as a bracelet. You can keep it in your children's room. You can buy pebbles. You get it on, it's called pebbles. You can call it, it's called, you'll get it online. And there's a whole process of how to, you know, cleanse and charge the crystals, by the way. You need to follow that also.
Ma'am, what's the crystal name?
Tiger's eye. Tiger's eye.
Shivani, smudging should be done clockwise or anti-clockwise?
No, smudging में clockwise, anti-clockwise नहीं है. बहुत जन क्या करते हैं? You can also take a peacock feather and you burn it and you keep, like if you send the prayers and all, you see वो feather से भी वो smoke को उस तरफ डालते हैं. तो क्लॉकवाइज ही होता है, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज नहीं होता है। और वो आप अपने बॉडी में भी करिए. When you're smudging yourself, do it clockwise, back, hand, that as if all the negativity is going away. Do it for your husband, do it for your children. I do it for my kids' photograph. Do it in your bedroom, do it in your drawing room, do it in the entire house. At least once a day, do the smudging with the intention that I release, I cleanse all the negativity, it goes away. I'll share those smudging prayers with you all. There are lots beautiful ones. So you'll get a hang. It doesn't have to be ditto, but you'll get a hang of how to go about it. Okay. I'm not reciting that. I have a whole lot of slides, but I just thought I'll waste time, going through that, because I'll be sharing that with you all anyway. So I spoke about smudging your energy body, right? So now let's come to something called, I know you're, yeah.
Yeah, Sangeeta Bajoria here. Acha, I have started wearing a tiger eyes pendant. Is that good?
Yeah.
I've been told. It's good to ward away evil and keep you protected.
Absolutely. But there's a certain process and certain etiquette of handling a crystal. It is not that you've just worn it and then it's over, because it is soaking all the negativity. If it actually is supposed to do that, that means you need to cleanse it also, right? So there's a certain etiquette of handling any crystal. You have to wear it with that kind of reverence, that it is not a stone. So yeah, you please do all those. Then it's absolutely okay if you're wearing it as a pendant.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, anybody who's going to wear crystals, please remember there's a process to handle crystals. You need to charge them, you need to cleanse them. You need to do a whole lot of things. I've done a full session on crystals also. Okay, so we were talking about trying to cleanse the energy body, right? You were in the second part. So one was, like I said, sage, Californian white sage. Californian white sage. Okay. Now, when you Google, you'll realize there are lots of sages available. There's one Indian sage also. I particularly don't like the aroma. It is very, very strong and very pungent. So I would advise you not to buy that. Try and stick to the Californian white sage. Otherwise, buy the Palo Santo. Okay. I just want to show you a few prayers. Okay, this is the Palo Santo stick that I was talking about. I'll share all this with y'all. This is how we're going to talk about the smudging. Okay, this is shielding. Okay, now let's come to shielding. Okay, I had done a session earlier also on shielding. So everybody just see this picture. Okay, this is you in between, and this is an energy shield that is protecting you. This shield is so powerful that no negativity, no, any kind of thing that is not for your highest good is able to penetrate into your aura. You're shielded. And if you realize, the color is purplish blue. So this color is also the color of Archangel Michael, those who believe in angels. Okay, so what is shielding exactly, and what do you need to do? So again, what we are trying to do is, what is a shield? See, when you go for battle, the warriors carry a shield, right? So that when the arrows come, they're putting the shield and the arrow is not able to penetrate and the person is saved, right? It's absolutely just that. You are creating a shield so that your energy body and your physical body is protected from all the negative energies, lower energies that are all floating around in the world, in the environment. Like I said, there are many times when you cannot do anything you can't change the other person, but you can protect yourself, right? There are many times like that. Maybe when you're going for a party and there are a lot of people and there's drinking and you're not liking it, and you feel that you'll meet a lot of people who are just negative. Shield yourself and go. Number one. Number two, every morning when you get up, as soon as you get up, shield yourself right in the morning. Another thing, very beautiful thing, is you can shield your children, because it is a visualization technique. They don't need to be there in front of you. You can just visualize and shield them. Okay, so shielding is something which I think it becomes a kind of a habit for me. Like, as soon as I sit in a flight, by habit, first thing I do is shield myself, shield the entire plane. And because I've lost my luggage 2-3 times, I shield the luggage also. I don't know if it makes sense because it's inside the plane, but anyway, I do it separately also. Okay, so it's like a habit that I just thank, and I always imagine that Archangel Michael, or one of the powerful angels, I'm very connected to Archangel Michael, is flying with the aeroplane, with the flight, you know, he's there, and it's as if like Spider-Man. Have you seen Superman? Superman is like pushing the flight. So I always have that kind of imagination that, okay, the Michael is there, we are flying with him, everything is shielded, and I'm totally safe. Because, you know, I travel so much, and always this flight thing is there. After that, I'm so peaceful that I have no fear whatsoever. So I do that for my children. If I know that they're traveling, I shield their flights, I shield them. So you all can do this, friends. You all can do this. It's such a beautiful tool. So what you need to do is you just need to see, I take it for granted that you all are absolutely grounding yourself, taking your time, taking deep breath, all that basic thing you all are already doing. Okay, otherwise it's just nonsense. Everything is about how mindful you are and how much importance you're giving it. So what you need to do is you need to visualize that there are two ways to do it. You can either visualize that from a solar plexus, white light, or supposing we're talking about Archangel Michael, some blue light, that purple blue light is coming and it is surrounding you, and slowly you are in that ball. And it's like a ball which is all around you, and it is so powerful, it's bouncy, so that anything just touches, it bounces back. And that is where you are. And it is literally as if some beautiful angel is protecting you, and you are inside that shield. Okay, so if you can just do the shield. So we had learned this in more detail, where it was said that this energy shield lasts only for 24 hours. So what you need to do is, once you have visualized this, mentally you're going to say, I lock this shield for 24 hours. Please understand this. You've formed the shield, you are inside that, or you have visualized your son inside a shield. He's right there protected, and you say, I lock this shield for 24 hours, as if you're locking it. Okay, I lock this shield for 24 hours. After 24 hours, the shield will disintegrate on its own. So the routine is, every morning you do it, the whole day goes away, whole night goes away, again next morning you do it. It's just perfect. If you just do it every morning, the shielding is done. It's so simple. Okay, so you can do this for yourself. Somebody had asked me, can we shield 3-4 people together? No, you cannot shield 3-4 people together, as in supposing, because everybody has their individual auras, right? So if you have the time, do it separately, at least for your family and for yourself. When you're shielding the full flight, that's a separate thing. But otherwise, make energy shields separately for yourself, for your child, for your husband, before they go to work, whatever, for your children. So just use this powerful tool. And recently I came across such a beautiful shield that one person was talking about. I'll share that with y'all also, where he is using water as an energy shield. So he's saying, imagine that you're just sitting. Okay, these are for believers. All these things that I'm talking about, these are for believers who are in this path. For them, it will make sense. So imagine, and a huge wave comes. Okay, the wave, imagine that picture. You're there, you're tired, and you're so dry and in the sun, and a wave comes, the water comes, and beautifully, just like a wave, it goes up and down, and you're absolutely refreshed and nourished. So he's saying, for me, this was the shield, and I found it so beautiful and powerful. It was easier for me to imagine that than the bubble. So this is a water shield that he was talking about, where you shield yourself like with water. So I'll share this with y'all also. Okay, this energy shield thing. So shield yourself, friends. If you shield your energy, then like I said, you shield the vision board. Somebody was scared na ki unka vision board sab dekh rahe hain. So just shield it, that I've shielded the vision board. No negativity can penetrate it. Just give that intention, and I clock it. I lock it for 24 hours. Okay, so there you have already shielded. So supposing you are feeling, you can have different colors. You can shield yourself in powerful white light also. See what you relate to. Sometimes when you're feeling unwell, you want to shield yourself in emerald green light. That is the light of Archangel Raphael. Otherwise, usually, because Archangel Michael is the one with the sword and he is a protector, we shield ourselves in purple blue light. In fact, even when you do yoga pranaya, vidya or pranic healing, there also they talk of Archangel Michael and his sword. I was rather surprised at the cross sections of, where this has penetrated, because there also they talk of Archangel Michael. So just use that, visualize that he's there to protect you. I've done
while we are shielding the entire family, can it be done back to back, or should there be some pause in between?
No, one after the other. Just finish it off in the morning.
Okay.
You did for one, then the other. But like, yeah, of course, take that time, do the breathing, do it with prayer, do it, visualize it properly. The more vivid you make it, the more powerful you make it, the more powerful the shield is. So it takes practice, it takes time. It cannot be a very slipshod thing, you know, give it that time. So if first you start with yourself.
Yeah, can you just show that slide once again, please, wherein that purplish blue light was there? A person was shielded.
See. So it's as if you're in a bubble. So this is the shield. And I'll share some of the words or the invocations that y'all can use with the shield. I'll be sharing that. Okay, so that you'll get an idea of what to use. Like I said, it doesn't have to be ditto. Use your own language. अपना आप हिंदी में बोलिए, जैसे भी बोलिए, आप चीज को खाली समझ लीजिए. उसके बाद आप जैसे भी करें, doesn't matter. ठीक है, तो this was the energy shield that we can do. Now let's come to the cord cutting. You all have heard of cord cutting?
Yeah.
So what happens is, again, this is one thing where what happens is we all connected, like through energy, we are connected to each other. Then many times what happens is you get connected to people who are not good for us, in the sense that energy is not. They may be your husband, they may be your children. In fact, most of the time it is your loved ones only. But you need to protect your energy body. Like when you're going the flight, right? They say, no, first you wear the oxygen mask, then you make your child wear. So if you are whole and if you are complete, and you are not, you are not somebody who is in a bad shape, then you'll be able to help others, right? So when you are cord cutting, what happens is your energy is getting connected with another person and it is draining you away. So that time, this process is called cord cutting, where you cut the cord. Yes, you set that other person free, you set yourself free, but it doesn't harm anybody. I'll just share a few slides with you. You'll understand what I mean.
मम्मी आ गई? एक दिन बात कर रहा हूँ ना, भीम कहाँ है? राम भीम कोई नहीं आ रहा है.
आप अपना म्यूट कर लीजिए.
क्लास कर रहे हैं तो मेरा फोन नहीं चल रहा है.
म्यूट कर लीजिए. अच्छा,
भेजो नहीं, बात कर रहा हूँ ना.
I easily let go of old stagnant stories, emotions, and energy that make room for healthy, loving, and expansive experience. Then I'll share a simpler one. हाँ, ये वाला देखिए. I'll share this. आप लोग ये पढ़ने से you'll understand. So one person is connected to the other through energy. Okay?
अभी आई क्या? अच्छा. और वो हम
म्यूट नहीं कर पा रहे. प्लीज आप म्यूट हो जाइए.
आएंगे तो उनका गाड़ी में एक कार्टन आएगा. वो कार्टन मेरे बाबू को भेजिए.
शिवानी, आप कर दीजिए म्यूट ना उनको.
मेरे को ये हटाना पड़ेगा.
24 नंबर में. ओ गॉड.
ओ गॉड. See, I release you with a full heart, with love for the place you once held in my life. May you be happy in the life you have chosen. I now take back all the energy that has been taken from me or that I have given away, and I return the energy that I still hold from you. May I be free from the ties that bind us. May all cords be cut, transmuted, and dissolved. May all energy return to its original sender with power, peace, and forgiveness. I ask that this is complete and sealed now. So it is. So understand, many people ask me, Auntie, cord cutting means you are cutting relationships. Isn't that a bad thing? How can you cut cords with somebody who you love? Right? These are very common questions that we ask. But no, this is not about that. This is just about cutting the energy body, energy cords, the ether that is kind of draining energy and, cross polluting negative energy from here to there. So when you're cutting the cord, basically you're setting the other person free with love, and you are setting yourself free with love. And you just, the cords, and then there is just power, peace, and forgiveness. And this word transmuted is very important. Transmuted means change of form. Okay, so when the thing gets transmuted, it changes from bad to good. It is called a change of form. Okay, so what you're doing is you're changing, you're transmuting that negativity into positivity. So this is called cord cutting. So when do you use it? Use it especially with your family people, especially with people who you feel are there, but you cannot help it. So this is again a visualization technique, which is very, very commonly used by all spiritual practitioners. Okay, so you visualize that the cord, you know that the cord is there because you can feel yourself getting drained because of another person's negativity. Instantly you come to know that there is something which is connecting me and I need to get away, right? That is the time what you can do is you can visualize. Again, you can visualize Archangel Michael's sword. That is what is usually used. Or you can imagine big scissors, that the cord is cut. 1, 2, 3. I cut the cords, you say, and I release you. And then what we do is we also take green light. Green light is healing right? And you just put it on yourself, on himself, visualize, because you want to heal that person also. Okay, so wherever the cord was coming from, that area, you put green light after that. So you cut the cord with the sword of Archangel Michael, or whatever you wish. Maybe it can be like a saber, it can be scissors, it can be anything. And then you apply green light for him and yourself. You need to do this often with your children, with a lot of people who are emotionally draining you, because you have to be complete yourself. You have to be positive. You cannot allow other people's emotion drain you. So what I've spoken is in a little, there are many other prayers which are there. Let me show you some.
Is this cord cutting thing with the person you're not comfortable with?
Yeah, see, Archangel Michael, please cut all cords that drain me. I ask this according to divine will for the highest and greatest good, so it is. Yes, it is for a person who you feel is draining you. Okay, another very beautiful thing which I discovered, which I did a session on also, that you can cut your own negative cords too, cords of thought. Supposing you're having, people ask me, supposing we keep having negative thoughts, how to handle it, Imagine that you have a sword. Imagine that you have a very powerful weapon, okay, a sword or a scissor, and you're cutting that negative thought. Say, I cut this cord of negativity 3 times. I cut. Even the negative thoughts will get cut. And in that, I would request you to invoke Archangel Michael. He is the one who protects. He's the one who does. It's not that I'm a Christian. Let me clarify, friends. I'm a Hindu, but I believe in all kind of religions. I believe all gods are the same. अगर आपको लग रहा है हनुमान जी का वो उससे वो कट करना है तो उससे सही. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The point is you are giving that instruction. You are giving that instruction. जिसको भी आप मानते हैं, आप उनको बोलिए कि आप ये कॉर्ड, मेरा जो कॉर्ड है ऑफ नेगेटिव थॉट, उसको तुरंत काटिए. मैं काटती हूँ उसको. कट 3 बार काटिए उसको. वो कॉर्ड कट जाएगा. तो ये कॉर्ड कटिंग जो है, you can do it with your own negative thoughts. You can do it with a person who you feel you are connected with, who is draining your energy also. Okay, now आज का सेशन मेरे को थोड़ा सा लग रहा था कि बहुत सारा छोटा टिप्स मैं दे रही हूँ, बिकॉज लाइक आई सेड, मैं समझाई आपको लॉजिक ऑफ व्हाई आई एम डूइंग इट, राइट? कि पहले हम लोग अर्थ एलिमेंट को हैंडल कर रहे हैं, पहले इन्वायरमेंट को और अपना एनर्जी बॉडी को. तो हम लोग ये सब क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि हम लोग फाइनली जाके अपने सबकॉन्शियस माइंड से ही अट्रैक्ट करते हैं, है ना? जो भी लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन हम लोग सीखे हैं, थॉट्स बिकमिंग थिंग्स, या कुछ भी आप लोग पेन से जर्नलिंग करते हैं, कुछ भी करते हैं, घूम फिर के अपने माइंड के ऊपर आता है, राइट? हाउ यू आर थिंकिंग, हाउ यू आर बिहेविंग. और ये सब जो छोटे छोटे चीज है, अगर आप करते रहे तो क्या होता है, आपका माइंड कंडीशन होते रहता है टुवर्ड्स द पॉजिटिव. आप एनर्जी को यूज कर रहे हैं अपनी बेनिफिट के लिए. आप लोअर एनर्जी को हटा रहे हैं. आप अपने आप को शील्ड कर रहे हैं. अगर आप अपने जानते हैं ना कि जिस प्रेयर में, प्रार्थना में, it has so much power, right? Any kind of prayer has so much power. So this is also a prayer that you are doing. You are setting an intention. आप यूनिवर्स को बोल दे रहे हैं कि मेरे को ये चीज चाहिए, और वो यूनिवर्स आपके लिए करेगा, right? So these are basically intention settings, but different formats, because I've seen a lot of people जो ये सब affirmation लिखते एकदम थक गए. ठीक है, एक टाइप का इनिशिया आ गया, दे स्टार्ट फीलिंग कि क्या है, मैं बहुत थक गई हूँ, अब मेरे को मन नहीं लग रहा है। कोई बात नहीं, उसको छोड़ दीजिए, कुछ और करिए, कुछ ना कुछ करते रहिए जो कि आप इंटेंशन अपना यूनिवर्स में दें और अपने सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को पॉजिटिव में लाते रहें। अगर आपको लगता है कि कपूर जलाने से घर पे और उसको एंटी क्लॉकवाइज 3 बार घुमाने से आप अगर अच्छे फील कर रहे हैं, तो who's to stop you? You get my point? So these are all little rituals. These are little things that you can do to cleanse the environment as well as simultaneously आप अपने subconscious mind को positive की तरफ ला रहे हैं, क्योंकि कल का session में everything is going to be about the mind, because you are manifesting what you are giving out. Please understand, more than the law of attraction, इसको बोलते हैं the law of resonance. Okay, you resonate, you attract who you are. If you are a negative person, you will give out negative emotions, negative energy, and you will attract more and more negative energy, more and more negative situations. So this is what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, big time. But before that, please handle your environment, because वो आपको impact करता है बहुत ज्यादा. हम लोग को वो अर्थ लक वाला सेक्शन को बहुत इजीली हैंडल करना है. 1/3 जो है, कल हम लोग 1/3 ह्यूमन लक के बारे में बात करेंगे. अगर आप लोग ये 2 चीज सॉर्ट आउट करते हैं, तो वो चाहे मैनिफेस्टेशन हो, लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन हो, या आपका क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ हो, पॉजिटिविटी हो, यू नो व्हाट यू आर स्प्रेडिंग अराउंड विल बी, you know, people will want to be with you. When you go there, people will seek your company. Maybe you can comfort somebody. हो सकता है किसी को जरूरत हो उस प्यार का, you know, you can be that person. You can think beyond yourself. Why does it have to be only about yourself every time? So that can only happen when you are in that positive frame, when you have that energy, right? If your energy is depleted, if your energy has been sucked away by your husband, okay, or your child, or your daughter-in-law, or by your educator, anybody who's all the time negative, then how can you do more? My point is, how can you do more? If your house is untidy, full of clutter, there is no positive energy, there is no sunshine, everything is negative and topsy-turvy, how can you be that one person who is so bright and full of positivity? So that is how it is interlinked, because you all must have heard of this thing called clutter, anxiety, depression cycle. Okay, clutter, anxiety, depression cycle. If you have clutter all over, if you do not handle your environment, it will lead to depression. There's a full science on this. That is why I decided that I really need to talk of this. It may sound very simplistic, these little rituals. आपको अगर लगता है कि आप लोग को इसके किए बिना ही आप लोग पॉजिटिव हो सकते हैं, तो वेरी गुड, तब आपको ये सब चाहिए ही नहीं. पर अगर आपको लगता है आप ये सब थोड़ा बहुत करते हैं तो यू फील बेटर, तो करिए. जो आपको समझ में आए, जो आपको ठीक लगे. सॉल्ट से नहाना है, सॉल्ट से नहाइए, कैंफर छोड़ दीजिए, सेज छोड़ दीजिए, पर कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा करिए जिससे आप अपने माइंड को वो बता सके कि ओके, आई एम इन द राइट पाथ, आई एम डूइंग सर्टेन थिंग्स. And as far as your house and your environment goes, these things which I told you are absolutely common sense things which you need to do, because like I told you today, now everybody just take a walk around your house and gauge what your house is telling you. Like for example, Ananya, no, who's this? Somebody who had the fake plants, right? Somewhere you will realize that fake plants don't give you as much joy as a real plant does. It's as simple as that. Or maybe in some corner you feel that the energy is very heavy. आप चेक करिए, यहाँ पे या तो वहाँ पे क्लटर रखा हुआ है, या कोई टूटा हुआ सामान है, या ऐसा कुछ है जो आपको नहीं चाहिए, उसका जाने का समय आ गया. तो वो चीज आपको माइंडफुली करते रहना पड़ेगा. इसीलिए हम लोग के दिवाली में we have this whole ritual of cleaning. Why? Because we need to let go of that stagnant energy. It is not about tidying कि आप साफ सुथरा करके वापस रख दी, उसको हटाना होगा आपको. When you let go, then new things will come, right? Only if you let go, then there's movement, then the new things will come. Similarly, when we talk about subconscious mind tomorrow, if you let go, you have to empty your cup. So like that example I gave you all, that if there's a glass of juice which is rotten, and if you keep on pouring fresh juice, you will still not be able to drink it, correct? So you need to cleanse your environment, you need to cleanse your energy. You have to be able to be that person who can soak in the sunshine. You have to be that person who, after a point of time, radiates that sunshine. So in order to do that, do all these little things, whatever you relate to. Okay?
Ma'am, if the energy has been depleted since 2 years or a big span, and then now you want to revive back, so how is it possible with certain
Why not? बताइए,
things?
मैं ये पता है, माइंडसेट का प्रॉब्लम है. वी ऑल हैव हर्ड ऑफ ट्रॉमा, राइट? कि आदमी का कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया या कुछ हो गया, 1 सेकंड में ट्रॉमा आके दैट पर्सन जस्ट कुडंट रिकवर. तो अगर ट्रॉमा 1 सेकंड में हो सकता है, तो हम लोग अच्छे भी तो 1 सेकंड में हो सकते हैं. पर हम लोग का कंडीशनिंग है ये कि नहीं, हील होने में बहुत टाइम लगेगा, खराब चीज को ठीक करने में बहुत टाइम लगेगा, खराब होने में 1 सेकंड लगता है. व्हाई? दैट इज आवर माइंडसेट, राइट? हम लोग ये सोचते हैं. तो ठीक है, आपका एनर्जी हैज बीन डिप्लीटेड फॉर द लास्ट 2 years, बट नाउ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स दैट यू कैन डू. टुमारो यू लर्न फर्दर हाउ टू यूज योर माइंड. Okay, then you can be fine. What's the problem? It may take just 1 day. Suddenly you'll start feeling like a new person. Do it with full faith. Cut cords, shield yourself, do the sage, check your environment, do a whole lot of things. I've given you so many tips today, things which you can do, because I just don't want to sit and give you gyan that I'm going to do tomorrow.
You were talking about 2 ways of shielding, ma'am. Like one was that purple blue light. Is there any other way, or was that the water shield?
One was you can imagine that the energy is going from your solar plexus and taking you. Another, you can just imagine that they're from on top, from the sky, white light or whatever light you want to shield yourself with is flowing, and then you are totally shielded in that. It's covering your body. And the third thing I also told you about the wave, right? Where the person visualized that the wave was coming, the water, right? And that had shielded. So it is absolutely a visualization technique. You can do it anyway, as long as when you are going out in the world doing your business, you keep thinking that, okay, I'm protected. That person's negativity cannot strike me. The point is, after doing the shield, you have to be mindful कि okay, मैंने shield किया है, तो nothing can happen to me. That is where your mind comes in, because you have protected yourself. Then that is the time when you stop worrying about your children, that okay, I've shielded them, they'll be fine. You don't have to keep on calling and checking, oh my God, kya hua? No, that is the confidence you have to do. That's the whole purpose of all these things, to make you confident, carefree, to make you in that space where you are living a life where you're not overthinking, not worrying. End of the day, it goes back to your mind and your subconscious mind, if you actually think about it, right?
I have a question here. Actually, Shivani ji, if we have done in the morning the shielding for everyone, whoever you want to do, and in the afternoon or in the evening, whenever you want to do it again, is it okay, or that will shield?
It's okay.
It's okay. Anytime more you can do. Okay.
Actually, the shield stays for 24 hours. So I
do it for 24 hours. But if there is any requirement, somebody gets sick immediately.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's okay to do shielding in the night also.
I will take the questions at the end. I just want to teach you all the abundance bowl, because I can see a lot of people are leaving. Okay, this is, or maybe I talk about it tomorrow, because a lot of people are leaving. Okay, what are the questions? Tell me.
It's okay to do shielding in the night, right?
Yeah. Like, for example,
like when you're just about to fall off to sleep. So, before that, you just do shielding for the family, for the house or whatever.
Yeah, if you want to do it, if you feel night is the time where you want to do all this, you're absolutely okay with that also. So find the time when you are that kind of in a mindful state, meditative state, when you are in the prayer state. So if night is your thing, absolutely, night mein karo, not an issue.
Okay, thanks.
Ma'am, how do we handle shoes at the entrance?
Yeah, so basically, if the shoes are there, either you have a cupboard or some place, right, where you keep the shoes. How is it?
Yeah, we do have a cupboard, like a shoe rack, like shoe cupboard outside the house, like at the side of the main door, not near the main door.
Make sure that you can cover them. If the cupboard has...
Yeah, it's covered.
Then it's absolutely okay. Just make sure it's absolutely neat and clean. They're kept with respect in an orderly fashion. And like I said, you need to treat your shoes too with respect, right? People don't, at least in India, they don't. They just open it and they treat it very badly. So if you have it organized and you've kept it well and you're cleaning it and you're treating it as part of your other things, then it's absolutely okay. It's how you treat it, and make sure that the thing is covered and it is kept neatly. Absolutely fine. Like I said, and also keep a bowl of camphor or salt around there.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Roshni?
So we actually stay in a rented house and we don't have a nameplate outside, but the owner's name is still written and he doesn't let us move it or remove it or do anything with it. So
below that, just put your name, put a tag.
he isn't allowing that as well.
He's not allowing it?
No.
Okay, then just put a beautiful, can you put any mnemonic as in a heart, as in some sun or something which is your personal thing? Will he allow that?
I don't think so, because if he would allow something, we would actually write our name.
Maybe name he doesn't allow, okay, because it's a rented property. Yeah, just find out if you just can put anything positive, maybe a Zibu symbol of love, maybe a sun, maybe something that gives you joy.
All right, okay, fine.
That you are connected with, so that when you entering your home, it gives you that sense ki, okay, this is my home and it belongs to me and it's sparking joy.
Right, okay, all right. Thank you.
So I was going to teach the abundance bowl, but I can see that a lot of people have left, though everything is being recorded. So I'll teach that tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Any other questions?
Shivani, if you can give some information about abundance bowl, it will be easier for us to connect tomorrow. Is it okay?
No, I'll tell tomorrow only. It's a very simple thing, which I do. I'll tell you tomorrow. Actually, anyway, you should do it after all the release work. Okay, another thing which y'all can do is, everybody is aware of the moon, right? The lunar cycle. I keep telling y'all in the group also, today's full moon, today's new moon. So kind of make a ritual with the moon, that today's full moon, I need to do the salt bath or have a salt mop. Okay, when it is full moon, new moon, so every 15 days you'll realize there's a certain clock that you can follow, because we are all aware of the full moon and new moon. Okay, and release work is best done after the full moon. Any kind of release work that I'm going to talk about, or any of these release rituals, if you do it just one day after the full moon, it is always more powerful, because the moon, as it is going smaller, it is taking away all the negativity with it. You have to set that intention. You have to pray to the moon that, please, as you are going smaller, remove all this negativity and transmute it into bright light. I said, no, the word transmute means change of form, right? So if you can take the help of the moon also, it's very beautiful. So, you can follow that phase. So tomorrow when we talk about release work as in scripting and how to clear the subconscious mind, then also we'll be saying that you need to do it after the full moon or the day the full moon happens.
Ma'am, like it was like before Corona, I was like really sleek in health, and I used to work out a lot. I used to eat right, and everything was absolutely right. And after these 2 years, like something went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. I have like grown like a balloon. I don't want to work out. I don't want to eat right. So why this sudden change in nature is there?
Something happened?
No, I don't know.
Or you don't feel interested? What is it?
I just could not make out what all is different in these 2 years, what my lifestyle was, and I'm absolutely 100% opposite to it now.
Okay, do one thing. Tomorrow we'll do the session of the subconscious mind. That time we'll be going deeper into all this. After that, you talk to me. We'll figure it out. If that doesn't answer your question.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, tell me.
Shivani, in your question, I have learned one thing कि intention is the main thing. आपको intention हर जगह set करके रखना पड़ेगा अपना.
Absolutely. सब कुछ ही intention है.
Okay.
क्योंकि आप सब चीज, आप सॉल्ट भी कर रहे हैं तो भी विद इंटेंशन कर रहे हैं, सेज भी कर रहे हैं तो इंटेंशन, घर भी क्लीन कर रहे हैं तो इंटेंशन, एवरीवेयर इट इज अबाउट इंटेंशन.
पर कभी ध्यान ही नहीं रहता है.
Being very clear about what your intention is, that is everything.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me. Last question.
Ma'am, can you briefly explain me the shielding again? I just missed that part.
Yeah, so basically it's a visualization tool where you imagine either white light or purple blue light, which is covering your entire body like a shield, and it is not allowing the negativity or the lower energies to penetrate into your energy body and put you down. So it's a visualization tool which you can do every day for yourself as well as for your family. And I'll be sharing a lot of these prayers and stuff like that in the WhatsApp group right now. So you can read it, because if I would have read all that one by one, it would have taken too long. So I'll just share all that. Okay.
Shivani ji, just one question. Can you just explain the camphor one, please? The camphor, the alum, what you had mentioned.
Basically, this is a thing, a ritual you can do if there is too much negativity in the workspace house. You take a bowl in which you place 7 pieces of camphor, 1 alum, and a lump of salt, and you just place it in an area where it is not seen, and that will just soak in all the negativity. Okay, and after 15 days, you need to flush it in a public toilet. And
a lump can be like a loose salt also will do. Loose salt.
So just take a thing, a little bit of salt.
Shivani, the bliss bath you were telling us about, it's like a bubble bath. You sit in the bathtub, that kind of a thing.
If you have a bathtub, good. Otherwise,
a bucket bath will do.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
So bucket mein, you put everything and then just.
आपको bubble नहीं डालना है, मत डालो, doesn't matter. Put some lavender, put the sea salt, put whatever, make it, and then have it and visualize it cleansing you.
Yeah, so this Epsom salt is whichever is available online.
Yeah, Epsom salt is very good. It takes care of the deficiencies of the body.
So will you share a link which is a good Epsom salt?
I will.
Okay.
Thank you. I think we've done for today. Now let's tomorrow. I want everybody to please watch that movie. It'll be good if you all watch it, because I'll be discussing it. And tomorrow we are going to do some heavy stuff, and I'm going to teach you all a technique which you all have to practice with me. Okay, so tomorrow's session is going to be very different. So look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll talk about the subconscious mind and how we actually can manifest everything once we've done the environment and the energy body. Okay.
One small question. Can we use Epsom salt with the camphor and alum?
Sorry? No, Epsom salt used for your bath. Usme normal
Not
salt.
for the, okay.
Salt.
Thank you.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the name of the movie?
Rubaru Roshni. It's there in Netflix. It's there in Hotstar, I think. It's a movie by Amir Khan, a kind of documentary.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
It's there in the group. I've put it. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shivani. I loved doing the session today.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you, Shivani. It was lovely.
I'm a bit worried because I was thinking
Thank you.
so many rituals, but it's okay. We need to do these two.
Right?
Thank you,
Shivani. Of course.
Thank you, Shivani.
And when the 2 hours have also gone, really one didn't even come to know the 2 hours have
so
gone.
much. Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Shivani, thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, and tomorrow we're going to learn something very exciting, which will be part of your life. I'm very excited.
Looking forward. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Shivani.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me see the recording.